next and last reader for the first part of the event is a first-time reader. Let's give a warm round and welcoming applause to Scott Umphrey.
Thank you very much. I had never met James before, and I introduced myself real quickly, and we didn't get to talk long because he's very busy. But hopefully I'll get to speak to him longer in the future. This is a memoir I wrote called There's a Mouse in the House. One night in the old cabin, I was reading Carl Sagan's book, Cosmos. I used a little lamp to read by, which made the book hard to see. I always like to read at bedtime, I always have. But in the old cabin, I had to share the bedroom with my brother, and he hated it when I kept the light on. He would complain, "Are you done with that light yet?" "Almost," I would usually answer, whether it was true or not. I would try to get away with as much reading as I could, but eventually he would get mad and mumble, "Shut that damn light off," while trying not to wake up. This might bring a quiet down from either parent. I would give in and with a huff, snap off the light, letting him know that I was not happy, which he did not care about. One night, after just this type of scenario went down, I was angry and still awake and feeling mischievous. I crawled out of the bed and crept over to my brother's bed. Now, we have mice in the cabin. All cabins do. Even if the owner tells you that they do not, they do. Cabins are not rigidly constructed, which leaves lots of small holes for rodents. Also, cabins are usually unlived in the wintertime, allowing mice to come in and have litters. My mom is deathly afraid of mice. She was taught to fear mice by her mother. My grandmother taught Mom that they were nasty creatures that spread germs. At the cabin, Mom was always having us put out mouse traps and rat poison, and we had to be very careful of the dogs. Once at the new cabin on the Mississippi, we were eating breakfast, and a mouse ran up the shingled wall of the add-on porch right in front of us. Mom transferred her fear of mice to both my brother and I. What we were scared of was not the animal itself. Obviously, they were very small and could be crushed easily, but the germs and diseases they represented. So the night that I crept over to my brother's bed, I slithered my arm underneath my brother's sheet and blanket, entering at the foot of the bed, and mimicked a mouse crawling toward his feet. I had a broad smile in the dark and was finding it hard to suppress a giggle. The nearer his foot, the more mouse-like my fingers moved. I finally touched his foot and began to mount it like a mouse. In his almost sleep, his foot brushed my hand away. When my mouse hand once again scaled his foot, he screamed and kicked furiously at the covers to get out of bed. Now, this was not a man scream, which is very disconcerting, because for a man to scream, there must be something really wrong. But this was a death-curdling shriek like a little girl. He jumped from bed and knocked us both over. I was laughing so hard I could barely stand, but I could tell he was so pissed he was going to kill me. I somehow made it out of the bedroom and flew down the stairs 2 at a time with my half-awake brother on my heels. I hit the screen door hard and continued down the cement stairs and onto the gravel drive in my bare feet. I was laughing so hard I could almost not run, but my brother's wrath kept me going. He stopped at the top of the stairs and yelled, "I'm gonna kill you!" I knew he meant it. I finally stopped and put my hands on my knees, out of breath, gasping, but still laughing. "Oh man, I'm sorry." I tried to apologize through the laugh tears. "No, you're not," he yelled back. I kind of felt bad. I know that he was embarrassed by his man-girl shriek, but heck, I would have done the same thing. I knew there was no way I could get back inside without getting beat up. I thought that maybe I could sneak in and at least sleep downstairs. There was no couch there, but I could put 3 kitchen table chairs together to sleep. However, I decided that it would not be worth the severe beating that I might receive if he caught me. Maybe I should sleep in the car or the boat. I opted for the boat. As I laid down the seat in the runabout, I wished I had a blanket instead of a dew-covered beach towel. I shivered and curled into a ball. It is going to be a long, cold night. I asked myself, was it worth it? I giggled and knew that it was.